welcome to Good Grief, the podcast dedicated to demystifying and destigmatizing grief with compassion and humor. I'm Nikki. I'm an end-of-life doula and a grief coach in Columbus, Ohio. And today, I've got a super short episode. I apologize. I had a heck of a week last week. I was not well, and I did not put together a full episode, but fear not, I have something for you today. And next week I've got a couple ideas for something, so I'll have another full episode next week for sure. Which one I don't know yet. I have not decided. Anyway, so today I wanted to read a poem to you that I found. It's a two-part poem. The part one was the one that really stuck to me, and I really enjoyed it and wanted to share it. Part two, the second part's pretty nice as well, but I really love part one. I'll read them both. So this poem is a little bit about the mind and body split between the mind and the body, particularly when it comes to grief and grieving. So this is called The Letter from My Heart to My Brain by Rachel McKibbens. A quick heads up, there is one F-bomb, as you would, in this poem. So if you are sensitive to the F word, just please know it is in there only once and once only, but I did not beep it out. So the F word is in this if you have children or anyone listening that you might not want them to hear that. Okay. It's okay to hang upside down like a bat, to swim in the deep end of silence, to swallow every key so you can't get out. It's okay to hear the ocean calling your fevered name, to say your sorrow is an opera of snakes, to flirt with sharp and heartless things. It's okay to write, I deserve everything, to bow down to this rotted thing that understands you, to adore the red and ugly queen of it, to admire her calm and steady rowing. It's okay to lock yourself in the medicine cabinet, to drink all the wine, to do what it takes to stay without staying. It's okay to hate God today, to change his name to yours, to want to ruin all that ruined you. It's okay to feel like only a photograph of yourself, to need a stranger to pull your hair and pin you down. It's okay to want your mother as you lie alone in bed. It's okay to brick, to fuck, to flame, to church, to crush, to knife, to rock, to rock, to rock, to rock, to rock, and rock. It's okay to wave goodbye to yourself in the mirror, to write, I don't want anything. It's okay to despise what you have inherited, to feel dread in a city of pulses. It's okay to be the whale that never comes up for air, to love the taste of your own blood. Oof. All right. Yikes. I really love that. And I apologize if I did any disservice to the author and her poem. I'm not the best at reading poetry out loud. So I don't know if I put all the emphasis on the right syllables, but that just spoke to me so much because it says everything I keep trying to tell all of you all the time and everybody I talk to about grief. Whatever you're feeling is okay. It's okay. It's okay. And if you want, I've said it a million times, you've heard me say it, if you want to lay and cry and scream and not get out of bed all day, do it. Okay. Anyway, so I will read part 2 now. Discuss that briefly afterwards. Hold tight. So this is Letter from My Brain to My Heart. This house is dirty but comfortable. Behind each crooked door waits the angry weather of a forgiveless child. I cannot help but admire this horrible power of mine, how each small thing can become a death. The lost key, a spoiled egg, a howling dog. There is no prayer or pill for this. It's a ruthless botany. I might as well be buried in the yard. I have no one to blame. Not the mother who sang to an empty cradle, not the dog of spite who bit my hand. Just this long-legged sorrow who trails my every joy like a dark perfume. You have my permission to not love me. I'm a cathedral of deadbolts, and I'd rather burn myself down than change the locks. Ooh, I love that. I love that imagery, and I love both of these poems and how they contrast the brain and the heart, because let's face it, the brain and the heart tend to say two different things most of the time, but especially in times of grief and grief processing. So, and I repeat myself a lot because I really want to drive these things home. If you ever feel like you're going crazy, you're not. I promise. You're not going crazy. Your brain and your heart might be telling you two different things at this time or any time, and that's okay. That's completely perfectly normal. So, yeah. Okay, that's all I have for this week, you guys. Again, I apologize I don't have a full episode, but I really hoped you loved those poems as much as I did, because I'm going to bookmark those and save them forever. Those are just beautiful. So real quick, I will read from the Death Deck, and I will close out this episode, and we'll see you next week. But let's see what we got here. Let me shuffling them up. All right. Grab one from the front of the deck this time. Oh, wise one. Talk about a person in your life who you would consider wise. What wisdom have you gained from them? Oof. That's a hard one. I quite honestly don't think I can narrow it down to one person. I mean, obvious choices you would say, your mother, your father, and both my mom and my dad are very wise people in their own right. I can't answer this. I've met so many people that are wise and beautiful humans with big, beautiful brains and hearts. And I'm just lucky to have met any one of them. So, but think about that. Who is someone in your life that you have found really wise and that has left a mark on you? Or, if you'd rather, what can you or have you done in your life that may have let someone look at you that way? What is something you could do so that someone around you sees you as that wise person they'll always remember? Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to check me out on Patreon. All the money I receive through Patreon goes to a fund so I can provide pro bono work to people who cannot afford it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week. And remember, you're not alone. Your feelings are valid. And grief doesn't always have to suck. Good Grief was brought to you by me. You can find me online at nikkithedeathdoula.com. Today's episode was produced by me. Research and scripts written by me. Your host is me. Editing and sound design also me. Music is not me. Music is Cheery Monday by Kevin MacLeod. License information can be found at filmmusic.io/standard-license. Special thank you to my best friend and husband for constantly reassuring me that I don't suck.